Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jonah. I'm decided to do the video. I'm not gonna show my face. You know, I just really decided to do the video without showing my face. And I'm going to talk about this, what's going on in the world. You know, the world we live in 2026, same old, same old. You know, switching up season. People don't want to change. People have so much hate in their heart. They just don't want to let go. And people is for the fake. You know, people for the fake. People smile in your face every single day, y'all. They want you to believe they have a best instinct in them. Excuse me. You know, people want you to believe they have a best instinct in them. You know, they try to gaslight you, love bomb you, to make you feel like they was your friend. And you know they're not even your friends. You know that. They're not. They'll never be your friends. And imagine to be in the world, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, y'all. Those who really support me, you know, make sure you click the like button, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Imagine we live in the real world. You're taught to trust people. You're taught to give people the doubt. And you put a trust in people. And the people, you think people is a decent human being like yourself. And you find out they are snakes. You know what I mean? People be talking about you behind your back and make the fun of you. Not just make the fun of you from your face. And every time they try to be your friend, and you in your mind they think, you know, the guy is the best guy for you, but they still talk about you behind your back, and they think you're not all that. And you know, people be lying on you every day, snitching on you, and you know what I'm saying, even your family members, you know what I'm saying, and especially your next door neighbor, so-called friends. You know, your friends, they already know you stay to yourselves. You know what I mean? You're a cool person. You got a good heart, and you reach out people. You know, you give them food and all that. But they ain't show you no love back. They just show you, you know, hate. You know, they talk about you behind your back for no reason. You know? And even your co-workers, your family members, your loved ones, and even your neighbors. You know? And we live in a serious, horrible 2026. We live in a dark, 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 dark world. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we live in a Satan's world where a lot of individuals cannot be trusted just because they're fake. Fake people love fake people. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. I don't know about you guys, the way you see. People just want to be fake, you know? And I live out here in San Antonio, Texas. I see double fake. Double fake. You know, I just can't believe what I just see. I just can't believe the way I see people are for the fake. You know, every time I call my friends up, you know, shout out to Fred. Fred is the only friend I had. You know what I'm saying? Not just I have one friend, I got more friends. I got one in California, I got one in Georgia, and I got one out here as well too, but they're not always calling me that much. You know what I'm saying? And I understand they working a lot. They got my number, but they're not even worried about me. So I say to myself, my friend probably fake, you know what I mean? And they used to be calling me, but they stopped calling me. They just do it his own thing. They do his own thing and just focus, and I got more friends. I got one in California, and I don't know what's going on. Every time I call them, no one answers the phone. You know what I mean? I don't know. What did I done? I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm only one do so much. I'm only one do so much. Reach out people, and every time I send the videos, they just ignore me. They don't want to support. And people are fake, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say I remember last year I said I was about to block people off Facebook. I'm not long gonna be on Facebook. I'm gonna start just focus on Instagram. But I changed my mind. I was about to do that, but I changed my mind. And I'm saying this, y'all. People just give your fake love to you. They talk about they love you, they cares about you. The truth is, y'all, they don't love you. They're just being fake. They give you fake support. They're always telling you they'll be there for you. They never dare. And they say they be there for you. They're always checking on you. They ain't give you no money, everything. You know what I'm saying? But firstly, see, a lot of us, we dealing with type of headache. And it's just something that it irritates a lot of people. And a lot of y'all who listen to this message, y'all be been through stuff too. Why people being so fake, why people are stuck out, why women are stuck out, why men are stuck out as well too. Every time, you're trying to holler at a chick, she don't want to be bothered. She look at you funny, you know what I'm saying? She already know you looking good, but, you know what I'm saying? She just roll her eyes and just keep it pushing. And some women, they give you a phone number, but she give you the wrong phone number, and you give her your phone number. She says she's gonna text you or call you, but she never did. She being fake. She has some other stuff. You heard me? It happened out here in Texas. You see, y'all dealing with fake people. A lot of people cannot be trusted today's day, just because they are fake. And this is why you got to get to know who around, who to keep it out, who the circles. The kind of company we had, entertain, it could be the bad for us if we had the wrong people in our life. The wrong people can make your life a living hell. It really sabotage a lot of personal growth. It sabotage your business, sabotage your family, and it sabotage all kinds of things. You heard me? And I need for you to really understand the problem. I know we live in a dark time we in. We know we live in a dark time. And we live in a times where a lot of us don't have our family support. And when we're younger, see, 1990s, 1990s, it wasn't like that before. When I was young, and I was like about at least between 10, 11 years old, I got lots of friends. And also I got lots of enemies as well. When I was living in Sacramento, California, I have girlfriends and I have enemies. My homeboy and my enemies, girlfriend, enemies, you know what I'm saying? You know, we fight, we not in with each other, we get along. You know what I'm saying? Every time we fight, then we start getting along like buddies. You know what I'm saying? 1990s, you know, and we learn one another, get to know who they are. They come to my crib and start playing the video games. I remember that 1994. You know, one of my homeboys across the street, you know what I'm saying? And he don't got nothing to do. Me and my homeboys, we ride a bike together. He want to come to my house and start playing 007, Street Fight, everything. I remember that when I was in Sacramento, and I was like, probably like at least like 19 years old, when I was in a relationship with a white girl, you know what I mean? And, you know, everything's beautiful. But 2025, 2026, it's not the same no more. It's too much fakery going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much fake, you know, and me, I'm the only one not being fake. People just looking at me think I'm all that, you know? It's families were younger, were never really, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Excuse me. My family on my mama's side, you know, we get along sometimes. Sometimes we not. You know, we get along. Phil, one of my family on my mama's side. But on my daddy's side, on my mama's side, not really that quite. You know. And I remember I get along with my family on my daddy's side, but everything is cool or not cool. Because I see my other family on my daddy's side never seen before. They never liking me, you know. They never liking me. They think I'm weird. They think I'm from a different state. They're making fun of me about my teeth. You know what I'm saying? You see, my mom's side of the family is more lively than my dad's side of the family. You know? And see, back in the day, back in the 90s, you know, yeah, they still got fake people, but they got so many real people back in the 90s. You know, yeah, people still doing drugs and people are crashing out and fighting, and it's the same old as 2025, but people back in the 90s, they get along, we learn on each other. You know, we don't need phones and all that stuff. And we just knock on the door. You know, we met in school, we hang out and learn one another. And see, y'all know what I'm talking about. Back in 90s, back 80s and 90s, and we don't have cell phones. All they have is a house phone, and every time you go in the kitchen, you just dial a number. You know what I mean? And if we was a kid, we don't have cell phones. We don't have an iPhone. You know what I mean? But between 2000 to 26, Y'all have iPhones and device. Now we had an AI. Social media AI is getting worse, 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 and worse. You know what I'm saying? It just get worse, man. And you know, but truth is that we was kids. We never understand that our family always be drama. We never understand that. White, black, same old. Family, friends, Liberty had trade a lot, family had turned their backs on a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Family, the most fake people on the planet, you know. But the white people in the family, I don't even hardly remember, they're not even get along with their own family. I can't even hardly remember. All I see is the white people in the family, they always stick together, call one another, you know what I'm saying, and help each other out, visiting one of the family members. That's all I see. But the Mexican side of family are the same thing. Chinese, I know about Chinese, they always stick together, never have issues. You know what I'm saying? If someone in the family having issues, family always showed up to address these issues. Same thing white, same thing the Mexican, but majority of Mexican, they got issues and you know what I mean? But us, like blacks, we don't care and cussing one another. All I see is this young kid be cussed by parents cussing their children. That's all I see. You know what I mean? It's just horrible. Us, it's just horrible. You know? Because they and your family at the same time, they never support you. They never support you. They never there for you. Have you noticed that, guys? Family call you? Be honest with yourself. When is the last time your family called you? When is the last time your daddy called you? Put a 1. When is the last time your auntie called you? Come on. Put a 1. When the last time your uncle, your cousin, your great-great-grandmother, grandfather, when's the last time they called you? Put a 1. When the last time they reach out to you guys? Actually, did not even call you sometime. Just say, hey, how you doing? What you been up to? Are y'all still coming out here on the weekend? Are you coming down there for Mardi Gras? See, my mama, she's the only one call me. My younger brother, he's the main one calling me because he's staying with my mama. He don't have phones, and I know my little bro, if you want to come see me, because Mardi Gras starts on February the 17th. But I not always participate, celebrate, you know what I'm saying? But the Mardi Gras is like we're having fun. You see people marching, throw people throw necklace to some people, throw cups and all that, and you know what I'm saying? And people from out of town that visit my hometown, New Orleans, people, what if people calling you, say, hey, if you don't make it out there, just let me know. Put a 1 if one of your family, your mama, whoever, they send you money or ticket or that. How many of you guys? Some of y'all don't have no money, but they're not helping you. They just mad at you because you ain't got no money to get there. Some of your family, they don't have no money to, for your trip to get there. All you had to do is just pay them back. You know? When is your family digits? When they ever, I like to visit this weekend to see the kids. Yeah, I really like to see you to talk about it. You know, remember the old times. The old times. Y'all visit each other. You know what I'm saying? But 2025, 26, nobody cares no more. Nobody cares anymore because everything's about to change. Everybody was fake the whole time. They're never real. It's one thing for you to be real. It's everybody's fake. It's even stand out. You walk into a room for the people, if you're a real person who always real, you notice all the folks are fake people right away. They just stand out. You can see it in the countenance. You see it the way they move. The eye contact is off. The body language is off. Is there something wrong with them? And you're trying to figure out why they act like that. You know what I'm saying? And majority of y'all listen to my videos, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You look at a people's body language. You look at the way they move. Every time you walking around, you the main one to be real. And the people, the way you're looking at people, you already know they are fake the whole time. I see this all the time. I see this all the time when I went out there to Atlanta, Georgia to see my cousin. You know, the other one, they speak. The other one, or don't speak. They know who I am. And then I'ma say, hey, Jonah, what's up, cuz? I ain't see you for a long time. She ain't show me no love. They ain't give me no hug, no nothing. Majority of them, they ain't show me no love. Nasty work. I said, wow. And I don't have no time for arguing with them and say, hey, what's up, man? Like, why you not saying anything? You don't know who I am? I wasn't saying anything to her. You know, she knew who I was. She think I'm not all that. You know what I mean? That's how fake people are, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You see, the problem is you can't have peace around them and trying to figure it out, and they're trying to express themselves. They're being friendly to you, and you got your guard up. You know they are fake the whole time. You know they're fake. That ain't to no good. It's like, I don't even engage with these folks. You know what I'm saying? I know their intentions is wrong. I know they have sort of a mission going on, sort of a diabolical plan, and I don't understand the matches of what they're trying to do. And I know in my spirit that the person is fake, and I can't deal with kind of people. I cannot deal with people as fake. If I continue being around people who are fake, it makes me fake as well too. You know what I'm saying? That comes to you, the wolf in sheep's clothing, that comes to you as person period is trying to help you, but they're not. They're trying to help themselves. And see, a lot of fake people tend to use the good people. And see, a lot of y'all good people who gone through a lot, gone through hurt, frustrated, and you going through a lot of issues because, but number one, you're a generous person. The generous people know you're taken advantage of. Just one of the side effects of being a good person. If you are a good person, you're a giver, you're a passionate individual. Every people notice These the you see people first about themselves that notice about you, and they will steal for you, and they do anything, to take your weakness and kindness, because they already know you are a nice person, you are a kind person, and all this and that. They try to do anything in their power to ruin your life because you're being so kind. And see, I'm learning a lot, and I let this demon in my crib because he ain't got nowhere else to go. He got his pregnant old lady. She ain't got nowhere else to go. They take care of her. And I let all of them in my crib because they look at me like I'm a nice person. So I let them stay and help him out to get back on the feet. But while I'm in the hospital, he destroyed my baby mama. He burnt her alive, whatever they doing. And the chick, she not say anything, and she having an attitude with me, all that. And that's the reason why I'm doing videos about her. But I'm not finished. I'm not finished most of her. I'm not finished. Because I got so much fish I got to fry for her ass. You hear me? I got so much fish I got to fry. You see, people try to destroy your energy. People try to use your energy. They never reciprocate the energy back to you. And this is what is toughest things. Good people, decent, especially the passionate people that wants, what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain, man. Like, people successful, people are passionate, they don't do kinds of stuff. See, the real people, they give you the game, they show you love, they help you with groceries, they give you the money, they give you a ride, everything. You know what I'm saying? See, my homeboy and my cousin-in-law, they are real. Shout out to Fred. Shout out to my cousin-in-law, Pat. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? And they're real people. They're real people. They never steal nothing from me. They never steal nothing from me. They help me out, and I help them out. How come people, the rest of my family, are not the same? You see, you try to help people and help anybody else, and then you fall out of hard times, and you go through, they never support you anything, and you find yourself frustrated because it's like you've been doing good, and you doing good to somebody, you make sure everybody's good, and they just not happy about you. They're just not happy about you for no reason, because you got a good heart. You do what you do. You feed the neighbors. You give them money, everything. And it's like, I said, damn, what I'm going through, it's like all the people that supported, they didn't give me no call. You know what I'm saying? People don't even call me. I have a friend in California, he never called me. I'm the main one that gotta call him. You know what I mean? I just call him, check him up, see how you doing. But I don't know what's going on. But I'm not gonna put up there, I just don't know what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Like, they know I'm a cool person. It just, they're not even, you know what I mean? Like, he already know I don't have nobody to talk to. And I know he don't got nobody to talk to. And that's the reason why I call him, check him to see how he doing. but she seemed like I'm not important no more. And I told him I'm going out there when I get a chance. I just don't want him to think I'm lying, make all excuses, says I'm going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's going on, man. And see, some of y'all, you don't get people to have a conversation. You don't get people get a chance to conversation with you anymore. Like, you know what I mean? People act like they don't want to talk to you. You reach out to them. You need somebody to talk to, and the people just holding you back. You know what I'm saying? People just holding you back, and they tell you, call me later, I'll call you later. They never call. Every time you call somebody on the phone, they don't want to be bothered. It happens to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? It happens to me all the time. And that's the reason why I am what I am today. Not talk to nobody. And see, it's bad. You go through rough situation. You ain't got no one to talk to. You just by yourself. Family avoid you, friends avoid you. Everybody, your family, your friends, and co-worker, everybody avoid you. You can't trust your neighbors. You can't trust your mama, your daddy, whoever. You see, you finally reach out to somebody and you felt that, okay, this person, they don't even listen to you. That's the reason the world is so dark and people so cold, and you really realize that, man, I can't believe, man, this is the world we live in 2026. What's going on, man? Like, damn, what did I do? What did I do? Let me tell you something. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just something wrong with them people. People being fake. All you have to do, guys, just stay to yourself. Let them call you. If they don't, all you have to do, just be yourselves. Focus on your money. Focus on the Lord. Read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Jesus, they'll always look out for you. You're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Just tell the Lord, I'm tired of feeling lonely. God is with you all the time. God is with you all the time. All you had to do, spend time with God, play some gospel music, and just worship Him. Read the Bible, study, and meditate. Cry to Him. Watch your gospel music. And don't be listening to fake gospel music. Don't listen to all the Adams or something. You know what I'm saying? And don't do that. Just find some nice gospel to listen to. Spend time with God. Talk to Jesus. Do what you got to do. And just leave the fake people alone, man. Because the people, I don't know what's going on with them. They talk about you behind your back, and you didn't did nothing. You didn't did nothing to nobody. You try to reach out to people, whatever you can. You just show your love. You try to call your mama. You try to call your daddy. You try to call your auntie. Whatever you call, it ain't show you no respect. All I gotta tell you is, it's best you need to cut them off. Yeah, you gotta cut them off. I told my friends that. I told one of my girlfriend that no one don't want to listen to me. They talk about I love my mama, I love my daddy, I love my sister. They are my family. I say you don't understand, because if you keep on reach out for them, They always put you down. And that's the reason why I say you gotta cut them off. If you cut them off, you can have peace. Remember, you can't expect them to make you happy. You gotta make yourself happy. Stop letting people to make you happy. Make yourself happy. You know? I'm telling you, people are fake. People are miserable. You know, they just love miserable. Miserable love company. And that's sad, y'all. And that's all I gotta be saying, y'all. You know, I'm gonna make more videos. Some of y'all like it. Just chat with me and tell me what you think. If you want me to do another video, let me know. And I'm glad to do it. Because a lot of y'all, man, y'all need to talk about this, man. Everybody need to talk about it, what you've been through, why people be so cold in the city. And me, when I'm mad, I live in San Antonio, Texas. I can tell a lot of people are fake. Yeah, they got some nice people, most friendly people, but at the end of the day, I see what I see. People are fake, don't know how to socialize. So that's sad. That's the reason why I can't even hard to talk to nobody, y'all. And that's all I be saying, y'all. It's your boy Jonah, TV for Life. I'm still making them videos to expose my haters. I ain't forgot, because I got so much things I got to do, y'all. I'm out. Peace and blessings.